Hey painters. Excuse me. All right, I am back. You are back. Yay. All right, welcome back to my channel and my weird ass corner of YouTube. So this is the dogs are playing as usual, so they'll be huffing and puffing in the background. So this is my latest order from Fallon Gems that came in 2 days ago, I think. And let's unbox it because there's a couple of, I always do that. I'm always like, yay, look at my dress. So hopefully the light's okay because it's very muggy out and it stormed overnight and all that jazz where I am. So like the past week we've been waking up to like the windows like all steamed, and down here, wherever I'm pointing, they're still steamed. But I managed to get all my errands done this morning because if I know I have them to do, I'd rather get them done like ASAP, and then I don't have to like stress about it during the day. This thing will not cut. Oh, there we go. So I did an order as soon as I saw that Crimson had released some new minis. I just did a run on my, oh, the dog's glugging. I hate the noise. So I did a couple of minis that I'd already had sat waiting. They're on my Insta if you want to check it out. Amy the Diamond Painter, shocker, original. So this is how they come packaged as of late. I think I have 5 total, and she just showed me a sneak peek of some more, so I'm very excited for those. Now I know I've had iffy history with a couple of paintings, but I do give second chances. Like, it wasn't the brand's fault, so I'll never target the brand. It was did y'all see that? It was the actual how the painting was done and the grid and things like that. So in here is a replacement for that one. All right, so that's how that arrives. I actually really like this because I know none of them are going to get bent, torn or anything like that. Now this is all of the canvases are in there, including the minis. These are all the, now I wish next time I might try reaching out to Crimson to be like, hey, I don't need the kits, so like keep them, just because I might actually need tweezers though, because I end up always like just throwing them, and I find that kind of harsh. I do like these though, they're very good at the minute for putting decals on and off my Jeep. But I did stab my finger straight through the other day with a pair, which I don't advise to anyone. So yeah, maybe not try that at home. Oh, I need a brew, not bad. So even in like hot, humid weather, I'm still drinking tea. That's very British of me, but I feel like we're close in today. Let me see. Okay, maybe not. All right, let's see what I ordered. Now, yeah, there is 5 in here. Let me get rid of this. Now, I'm in jeans, so I keep rubbing against my chair like, what the hell? Alright, so let's look at the minis that I got. Now, these are all part of the new ones that were dropped, and they are, now all of my canvases are the luxury. I never get the standard. I know that sounds bougie, but I just don't. So where is she jogging off to? You know what? I can't with these dogs. So these are all 20 by 20, the minis, and there's a fly. Oh, you did not choose now to start buzzing. Rude. So, ooh, washi tape. I've been needing more washi tape, and I've just seen where the pot is. You know what, pal? Yeah. I'm not supposed to be using my drills to whack a fly, but I will. Anyway, back to thing. So the minis, I got the little octopus Again, 20 by 20 luxury, so it means I get the canvas and the drill upgrade. So there is either ABs or fairy dust. I got the frog. I used to be that, you know, that kid that like gathered little baby frogs and then found a mama frog and put them all together in like a tub. I did that. I got the pig. I love the little oink oink. I just find them adorable. Oh my god, I'm squeaking in my chair, man. Ignore that. Alright, let's see if I can find the corresponding, it's a very big word for this morning, canvas. Okay, I definitely feel bad about them. Anyway, we'll get to that in a second. Now they do all come with sticker sheets, which I adore. Ooh, the frog's nice. Okay. So, and I might actually do one of these today because I feel like it. It just breaks up doing the bigger canvases and whatnot. Alright. These are all the pits. Alright, I'll show you the pits too. I'm being a little bit harebrained today, but I'm frustrated. So that frustration's coming out. Alright, let's see. So, I'll go over that. And my desk is too small. So this is what you get in your mini kit. Or basically any kit that's Fallon Gems. So the luxury is, from what I understand, it's the canvas and the drills. So let's see. So I have the scalloped edge with the softer back. So this is a little baby frog. What are you in there? Alright, now there's a fly. There's a little bit there that's got stuck in the glue, but I'll get that off, it won't bother me. Now, I like the blues in this one, and I think it's rendered really, really well for the size. Now, and I do like that it's a purple background. Me and Crimson have laughed about how some of the backs on the minis are always that like turquoise blue. I still order them, it doesn't put me off, I just find it funny. And I think the other two do. I love you, Crimson. So these two both have the blue. Crimson, as far as I'm aware, actually does these herself. So the frog I love because of the blue against the kind of lilac-y pink. The pink is one colour until it gets to right to the edging of the frog. Then you end up getting a kind of difference. Now I'm going to zoom in because you keep seeing my tits and I don't think my husband would like that. Alright, there we go. So, excuse the T word, boobs. I don't know, we're all adults here. Hopefully. Oh no, what if we're not? Just pretend that we are. Okay, so this one has, again, really good outlines here. I'm guessing the 8 is 310. No. Where's the 310? Oh, there's no 310. Oh my god. Oh, it's a B. I'm being a blind ass. My bad. But even a B, it's 939, the other common. So, again, there's no 310s. So the chances of having the drill bits or the drills, diamonds, whatever, it trashy is lowered when you don't have 310 or the neutral. I can hear Jessie dancing. What are you doing? That normally means you're doing something wrong. Whatever. Oh, I need my broom today. Alright, so the only little bit of like rendering where you get a little bit of confetti is the edge of here, and then let me zoom in again. So like around the paws, feet, I'll go with feet, I don't know. You have the little bit of confetti, but then you get the really nice sections. I might actually do the frog today because I'm excited for it. Then, like I said, you have the scalloped edge, which I like because you can cut across. Let me zoom back out. You can cut across the top and like either then or paint the frame edge, which I don't know if I'd risk it because my hands are like shaky these days, and then you can just frame it. I do want to frame the little ones maybe in like my pantry in the new house. I think that'd be kind of cute because I have a couple of food item ones. The frog might go in the bathroom. Ooh, the frog might go in the bathroom. But yeah, there's different places I put them because I still think they're really adorable. So yeah, so this one you do have the grid on either side. There's 20 colours. With this too, you get a sticker sheet, which will fit on these bad boys. And then you also get another sheet in here, which I tend to use just to make sure I'm stickering up the correct colour. And then you get them all in baggies, which, as you all know, if you listen, if you don't just click on me and then bugger off. But I do prefer baggies to thing because I can just stick the label on and then just pour into my tray. I'm not asked about decantering them to then decanter them back out. No, I don't have time for that. I'd insert that whole like ain't nobody got time for that thing, but the youngsters won't remember that now. But yeah, that is what you get in the Fallon Gems mini kit, and as well as obviously the little let me see where I put one. This. So again, you get the wax tray, multi-placers, baggies, pen, tweezers, and then a pen holder, pen grip. And Charlie's growling at Jessie. So she's huge now. Well, I say huge, she's like 7.5 months. So she's like runs everywhere. Charlie's knackered. He's like 7 and a bit. He just wants to sleep. As you can hear them running around in the background. She does get a little bit scratchy, which at the minute I'm really sunburnt and my face is peeling, and she almost took my nose off earlier. I nearly belted her one, but I don't. But the urge was strong. All right. So I hope that kind of makes sense as to what you get in a mini. Now, I love as well the detailing on this pig. I feel like the renderings have gotten so much better. Like much more detail here than probably in the earlier minis. And Crimson won't mind me saying that because I've made sure that I've kind of stuck around and done the early and then the later and things like that. Who just pulled into my drive? Can you not do that? Oh, it's Matt. So yeah. God, that kid's annoying. So you do have the edging, which again I'll just cover with washi tape anyway. And you save that kind of touch point there too. But yeah, these take me a couple of hours. So if I'm watching something on TV, like a new film or whatever, I'll just put this on. I'll put that on and then I'll just start this in the background. Let's see what the octopus looks like. Again, there is extra detail on this one, which I appreciate. You've got the inner parts here of where the tentacles are and the shading on the side of the face. That's really cute. And we are like oceanfront, so well, not oceanfront, but like riverfront. Let me like lower the tone a little bit. And again, the same drills, really nice vivid drills too. I don't see any pitting on the back, so they are resin. I'm a square drill girly, so all of these are square drill. So yeah, that's what you get with the minis. Some people will say they're expensive, which completely fair. I think they're about $35 each. I use various codes throughout because there's a few of us that have them. I have one. I don't necessarily push it probably as often as I should because I feel that like I don't want to be known for simply pushing a code. I always purchase brands whether I have a code or not, or I promote them if I feel they're good. I don't want to be the person who says that they're like, oh my god, buy this, it's like so good, and then like in real life you're not actually using it. It's just because you've been given a code. Like, I don't want to be that person. So those are the minis. As I was saying, I think they're $35 each. I'm just sectioning them up because I'm probably going to do these this week. So yeah, I think they're a little bit cheaper if you don't go. Shut up, you. if you don't go luxury, because I think they're about $20. Again, don't quote me on that. But you can choose between round or square, and things like that. So there is options on there too. And like I said, there's always codes from people, and I think it's still 30% off. That's better than a kick in the face. So there is that too. All right, now let's see. So these were 2 new renderings that came up. Now there was a little bit of a delay because of them being new, and Crimson was finishing up. Sorry, just an brew thing. Crimson was finishing up the detailing with the artist. So these are 2 that I got. Now I'm going to have to zoom all the way out again. Alright, here we go. So they're both 50 by 70 or 70 by 50, depending on which way you look at it. This one's landscape, which I don't know why I didn't think it would be landscape, but it didn't. I like the colours, and I thought it was a really different piece, and I like the edge. It's a real thick defined edge, which some at the minute I'm finding on other brands are really wish-washy with how that looks. And then you knew I had to test myself. This was my replacement, so I wanted to test the big darker patches of colour, so like a hair, and then also the neutral, just to see if it was a one-off or anything like that. Plus I really like the picture anyway, because I like the blues, the greens and the teals. I think they go together really well. Both of these are 50 by 70, and Crimson was nice enough to send one as a replacement, and one was actually a birthday gift. Now I will be very transparent. Me and Crimson have had a good working, well, to be fair, we're friends, but we've had a good let me get packs on here, a good relationship since we kind of started. We both kind of started at the same time, and worked up from there. But as I've always said, I will be as honest as, regardless of friend, brand or things like that, and I have been with Fallon. There's been really, really good positives, but then a couple of negatives, and again, I'll point them out, and I have, so I don't want to get questioned of, oh, she's your friend, you're going to say nice stuff. I probably made her very upset with the other Fallon Gems video I made, so I don't speak on things if I won't stand behind them, regardless of whether they're good or bad. So that's something you can take to the bank. All right, so this, oh, let's do this one first. So this is the gem pack for the rock scene. They don't give me a name, and I can't remember them from when I actually posted. Now these ones do, the baggage by the way, do have numbers on. I just need to add the labels on because I prefer the stickers, the symbols. So this is the colour palette for this one. I love this colour green. It's like one of my favourites, but you've got some ABs in here. Ooh, what are you? And just nice greens. So I'll see if I can grab a couple bags out, because I don't want to, like, whenever you take them out, okay, you can never get them fully back in. So that's one of the ABs, and it's actually one of my favourite ABs because of the differentiation in the blues and the greens that you can get from this drill. That is one of my favourites. Also, my new nails for this, I'll do them this way because they are longer than what they look like. But the design of these originally didn't have the French, the gold French, and I wanted to have them look really, there was something missing. So I did the French, and then I added in a full with the purple, and then a D for my husband, and then a heart on this one. I was feeling cute at the time. That doesn't last very long, so I went with it. But yeah, they're my new ones. Alright. So yeah, these again, I'll just end up sticking them up, and then as I go through. Oops, around. So then, yeah, even the little stones in here have a really strong edge for when, like, as you can see from, as I'm looking down at my phone at your view, essentially, everything has a very strong edge, which is what I was looking for, and the new ones really have that. This one's the same. I mean, it's more of a, but look, you can definitely see the definition, the line, the edge, the lines, the blend in between the others. So I'm really happy with those ones. It will be a test. I have a little bit of apprehension, I'm not gonna lie, as to how, like, this section up here of the cloud is gonna turn out, and things like that. My ass is squashed on this chair, man. This tea is so good. I would try and tip it, but even when it's warm, you can't not have a brew. I saw the rain this morning and I was like, ooh, tea time. So yeah, the drills are the exact same in this one. That's the hair colour. How about there's no 310? Shut up. There's gonna be 939 though by the bucket load for her hair. I'm telling you, that's 939. Is it 939? Now I've got to find out. Yeah, 939 is her hair. Sorry, I had to check once it was in my head. But yeah, so what I might do is I might kit up the mini and do that as a little video and kind of thing from there. But as of now, I'm very happy with, let's just see about the sticking there. So I never really worry about, oh yeah. Yeah, one thing I don't worry about with Fallon is the stickiness of the grid. So yeah, these ones are nice. Thank you, Crimson, for sending my replacement and my birthday gift. I am very excited to get these started, and I'll probably, to be fair, I haven't done a Fallon in a while, a big one, so I'll probably, I mean, we've all seen how that went, so I'll probably do that. Kidding, Crimson, I love you. Don't get mad at me. But what I'm saying is that we need a redemption arc, and I feel like these ones are going to be it. Now, in the comments, feel free to tell me which one you want me to do, whether it's the rock scenery vibe or the girl very leisurely washing her hair. So yeah, let me know in the comments which one I should start next, because I'm excited. All right guys, thank you very much for tuning in.